When an external force is applied to the particle, then law of conservation of energy do not exist, and hence we apply the following formulas. Work done by driving force is change in kinetic energy plus change in potential energy plus work done by resistive force. मैंने बहुत चालाकी से वर्क डन बाय काइनेटिक एनर्जी, वर्क डन बाय पोटेंशियल एनर्जी नहीं लिखा, मैंने चेंज लिखा है ताकि पॉजिटिव या नेगेटिव जो भी हो वो आइडेंटिफाई हो। ये फॉर्मूला इतना खूबसूरत है कि इस फॉर्मूला के बाद आपको वर्क पावर एनर्जी में तकलीफ नहीं होनी है। ठीक है, अब मैं सवाल करने शुरू करूंगा तो आपको अंदाजा हो जाएगा हाउ ब्यूटीफुल दिस फॉर्मूला इज। Even when there is a law of conservation of energy, we can still apply this formula. Law of conservation of energy होगी तो work done by driving force 0, work done by resistive force 0, वो खुद ही एडजस्ट करता रहेगा। A particle P of mass 1.2 kg is released from rest at the top of the slope and starts to move. The slope has a length 4 meters and is inclined at 25 degrees to the horizontal. The coefficient of friction between the P and the slope is 1/4. Find the frictional component of the contact force. Need your attention. 1.2 kg का पार्टिकल है, यानी ये 12 हो गया, ये 25 है, ये 12 cos 25 है, ये 12 sin 25 है, ये R हो गया। नॉर्मल रिएक्शन कितना हो गया? 12 cos 25 10.9। ड्राइविंग फोर्स नीचे जा रहा है ये पार्टिकल, अगर नीचे जा रहा है तो रेजिस्टिव फोर्स, फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स यहाँ पे, यस और नो? फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स इज म्यू इनटू आर। एक्सेलरेशन निकालनी है, देयर इज नो ड्राइविंग फोर्स, सो ड्राइविंग फोर्स इज 0, वेट कंपोनेंट इज 12 sin 25, resistive force is 2.72, is mass into acceleration. Net force is mass into acceleration. So 12 sin 25 minus 2.72 is 2.35 is 1.2 A is equals to 1.96 meters per second square. Are you all with me? The speed with which P reaches the bottom of the slope. Initial velocity 0. Acceleration 1.96. S 4 meters. V निकालना है, V square minus U square is 2AS. V square is equal to 2A is 1.96, S is 4. V is equal to under root of 15.68. V बोले तो 3.96. After reaching the bottom of the slope, P moves freely under gravity and subsequently hits the horizontal floor, which is 3 meters below. Find the loss in the gravitational potential energy. अच्छा, एक बात और लिख लीजिएगा, work done by gravity is also referred to as work done by weight component. तो वर्क डन बाय पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इज mgh minus h. Mass is 1.2, g is 10, final height is -3, initial height was 0. Yes or no? -36 joules. लेकिन क्योंकि लॉस मांगा है तो हम खाली 36 joules लिखेंगे. Yes or no? Find the speed with which it hits the floor. Initial velocity is the velocity with which it went into free fall under gravity. Yes or no? Gravity is 10 क्योंकि नीचे जा रहा है. S is 3 meters. V की तलाश है, बाकी सब मेरे पास है. V square minus U square is 2GS. V square minus 3.96 square is 2 into 10 into S. V square minus 15.68 60. V square is 75.68. V is under root of 75.68. .7 meters per second. A motorcycle of mass 100 kg is traveling on a horizontal straight road. Its engine is working at a rate of 8,000 watts. At an instant when the speed of motorcycle is 25 meters per second, its acceleration is 0.5. Find at this instant the force produced by the engine. Power is F into V. पावर 8000 है, F की तलाश है, V 25 है, तो F कितना हो गया? 8000 अपॉन 25, दैट इज 300 320 320 न्यूटन. Am I clear? Resistance to the motion. Driving force minus resistive force is mass into acceleration. हॉरिजॉन्टल पे ट्रैवल कर रहा है ना, तो वेट कंपोनेंट एक्ट नहीं कर रहा है. अगर इंक्लाइन पे ट्रैवल कर रहा होता तो वेट कंपोनेंट भी एक्ट करता. हॉरिजॉन्टल पे कोई वेट कंपोनेंट एक्ट नहीं कर रहा. ड्राइविंग फोर्स minus frictional force या resistive force is mass into acceleration. So 320 minus R is 50, R is 270. The diagram shows a vertical cross section of a surface. A and B are 2 points on the cross section. A particle of mass 0.15 kg is released from rest at A. Assuming that particle reaches B with a speed of 8. And there are no resistance to the motion. Find the height of A above B. It's a clear indication that there are no external forces are applied. Yes or no? मैंने आपसे कहा चाहे अप्लाई हो या ना हो, ये फॉर्मूला लगा दें. वर्क डन बाय ड्राइविंग फोर्स, चेंज इन काइनेटिक एनर्जी प्लस चेंज इन पोटेंशियल एनर्जी प्लस वर्क डन बाय resistive force. There is no resistive force, there is no driving force. Half m v square minus u square. Change in potential energy is x. x कितना आ जाएगा? Half into 0.15 into 64. 4.8. x is equal to minus 4.8. x क्या है? Change in potential energy m g. फाइनल हाइट 0 है, इनिशियल हाइट h है. minus 1.5 h is minus 4.8. h is equals to 4.8 upon 1.5. Part बोलता है assuming that the particle reaches with a speed of 6 and height is 4, find work done against resistance. फिर सेम फॉर्मूला लगा देंगे. Work done by driving force, change in kinetic energy plus change in potential energy plus work done by resistive force. There is no driving force. Change in kinetic energy is half m v square minus u square. Change in potential energy m g. Final height is 0. Initial height was 4. Work done by resistive force चाहिए. Half into 0.15 into 6 square. 2.7 minus 0.15 into 10 into minus 4 minus 6 plus x is 0. X is 3.3 joules. So work done by resistive force is 3.3. कहता है the top of the inclined plane is 0.7 meter above the bottom. A block of mass 0.2 kg is released from rest on the top of the plane and slides 2.5 meters down the plane. Find the kinetic energy of the block when it reaches the bottom of the plane. In each of the following cases, the plane is smooth. Work done by driving force, change in kinetic energy, change in potential energy, work done by resistive force. There is no work done by resistive force, there is no work done by driving force. Half m v square minus u square, change in potential energy m g h 0 minus 0.7. So you get 0.1 v square is equals to 0.2 into 10 into 0.7. वहां चला जाएगा तो 1.4. V square is 14. V is under root of 14. 1.18. सिर्फ काइनेटिक एनर्जी निकालनी है तो 1.4 आंसर है. अगर काइनेटिक एनर्जी निकालनी है तो सिर्फ 1.4 जूल्स है. The coefficient of friction between the plane and the block is 0.15. म्यू बताया हुआ है. पार्टिकल का मास 2 है. Sin alpha is perpendicular, that is 0.7 upon hypotenuse 2.5. Sin inverse of 0.7 upon 2.5. 16.3 degrees. अच्छा जी, ये हो गया 2 cos 16.3, 2 sin 16.3. ये नॉर्मल रिएक्शन हो गया. ये फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स हो गई. पार्टिकल यहां जा रहे. वर्क डन बाय ड्राइविंग फोर्स इस चेंज ट्राइंगल चेंज का निशान होता है. इस चेंज इन काइनेटिक एनर्जी प्लस चेंज इन पोटेंशियल एनर्जी plus work done by resistive force. There is no driving force. Change in kinetic energy is what we need to find. Change in potential energy is m g h 0 minus 0.7. Work done by resistive force is frictional force अभी हमने निकाली. Frictional force is mu into r. Mu is 0.15. R is 2 cos 16.3. 0.15 into 2 cos 16.3. 0.288. 0.288 into 2.5 is 0.72 minus 1.4, 0.68. 0.68. A car of mass 1200 kg travels along a straight road. The power of the car's engine is 20 kilowatts. The resistance is 400. Find the speed of the car at the instant when acceleration is this. Power is 20,000 upon V. Resistive force is 400. Mass is 1200. So driving force minus resistive force is mass into acceleration. Driving force minus resistive force is mass into acceleration. 20,000 upon V minus 400 is 600. 20,000 upon V is 1000. V is 20 meters per second. Show that the maximum speed of the car at maximum speed acceleration is 0. So 20,000 upon V minus 400 is 1200 into 0. 20,000 upon V is 400. V is 20,000 upon 400, 50 meters per second. The work done by car's engine as it travels from A to B is 1500,000 kilojoules. Given that the car is traveling at the maximum possible speed between A and B, find the time taken to travel from A to B. Work done by driving force आपको बताया हुआ है 1500,000. Okay, work done by driving force is change in kinetic energy plus change in potential energy plus work done by resistive force. Work done by driving force is 1500,000. Change in kinetic energy is 0. Change in potential energy is 0. क्यों भाई? क्यों? Maximum speed पे travel कर रहा है तो there is no change in speed. When there is no change in speed, there is no work done by kinetic energy. Change in potential energy is 0 because it is traveling on a horizontal surface. Work done by resistive force is 400 into D. 400 is the resistive force and D is the distance. Yes or no? 1500,000 divided by 400. 3750 meters. Find the time taken. Time is equal to distance upon speed. Distance is 3750. Speed, it is traveling at maximum possible speed, which is 50. 3750 divided by 50, which is 75 seconds. अच्छा, क्योंकि टाइम निकालना था तो आप ये भी कर सकते थे. पावर इज वर्क डन अपॉन टाइम. पावर इज 20,000. वर्क डन इज 1500,000 डिवाइड बाय टी. टी इज 75. एक ही चीज को करने के ऑल्टरनेटिव तरीके होते हैं. ठीक है, एग्जाम में जो आपको क्लिक कर जाए. ठीक है, एट टाइम्स आप सवाल पूरा रीड नहीं कर रहे होते, आप लंबे तरीके से कर लेते हैं, बाद में बदलता है भाई सवाल में तो इतना सा मांगा था. अग्री? सो होता है ऐसा, परेशानी की कोई बात, बट इवेंचुअली आंसर सेम ही है.